Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Post Market Report sponsored by Delta.Exchange. First, a Happy New Year and Happy New Year, and I hope this year is going to be very good for traders. In fact, last year has been one of the good years for options traders, especially the long-term options traders, because the markets did not go anywhere. And in fact, one of my friends has done 26,000 short straddle, about 1 year before, and the Nifty came and closed around 26,000. So he made a fantastic money. So I hope, this year also, option sellers, they don't bother whether market goes up or down, but as long as market's going gradually up or gradually down, and they will be able to make profit. In fact, that is the essence of my workshop. I think today my secretary called me. She said, sir, today we are getting too many inquiries and too many payments. What has happened? And I told her, yesterday I announced that this is going to be our last workshop with this fees. And we are going to increase the fees by about 50% for our next workshop. So I'm so surprised that, our Chennai workshop is almost full, like 3 weeks ahead of the schedule. But I'm also surprised the response from Mumbai has not been really very good. But usually I used to get more response in Mumbai. So if you are planning to attend Chennai workshop, so better, pay immediately. It's almost full. I think we have only about 5 more seats left. However, Mumbai, there are more seats, right? This is the best time to attend our workshop. So, ahead of budget. So, we tend to take some speculative positions for a longer period of time, maybe June or December. Coming back to the markets, something very good. And today, the Nifty closed in green. That means, Nifty closed higher than yesterday. So that is something positive. Or we can say good. Bad. In December series, the first trading day was a very big green candle. Then it was followed by 5 straight days of red candle. Market may close higher than yesterday, but still it can be a red candle because, for a red candle, the criteria is that, closing is below the opening. And today, the closing is below the opening. If you look at the candle in the chart, so it will be a red candle. So that's bad. So good, it's closed higher. Bad, red candle. Ugly. Ugly is the option prices. And option prices are so pathetic. At the money straddle, tend to trade with a 200 rupees premium for 4 days before the expiry. Far out of the money options, no need to say. The premiums are like collapsing both on call sides as well as put sides. And volatility index is also falling. But actually today, the Nifty would have ended 100 points higher if not for ITC. ITC crashed 10%. And then Jeffrey Phillips, another tobacco company, that crashed about 17%. In fact, 2-3 days before, so I've seen some articles in many websites, cigarette prices, may go from 18 rupees a stick to 72 rupees. So actually I did not discuss in the YouTube. I thought, 18 rupees, how can it go to 72 rupees, There's a 4 times increase. And in fact, today morning, the news came, the parliament has passed the new excise bill where in addition to the 28% GST, the excise duty will be increased from like 200 to 750 rupees to 2000 to 11,000 rupees, something like that, for 1000 cigarettes. For 1000 cigarettes, if the price excess duty increase is 11,000 rupees, I'm talking about the top end. So for each stick, it should cost around 11 rupees more, right? So I do not know, ITC kept on falling. In fact, post-COVID, when so many new retail people came, like most of the financial influencers suggested ITC. Number one, it belongs to FMCG. So in a bear market also, FMCG should do well. The second thing, that has a high dividend yield. Post-tax dividend yield was better than the bank FD return. And despite such an attractive level, the ITC shot up more than 2 times within a short period of time. So people were very, very happy. But later what happened, the government changed the rule, the dividend will be taxed in the hands of the investors. So now, although we are getting dividend now, that is taxable, whereas earlier the dividend was non-taxable. And then came the huge underperformance of FMCG sector. So as I always say, there are 5 sectors: banks and autos doing very well, IT struggling, and then FMCG and pharma doing very badly. So it's a multi-year underperformance in FMCG. On top of that, today this news, ITC fell 10% and FMCG index has fallen more than 3%. ITC alone contributed for 82 points on the downside for Nifty. Despite that, Nifty, I think about higher by 16, 17 points. So if not for ITC, Nifty would have closed 100 points higher. So that is something really, very good. And 100-point higher closing, that would have been very close to the, it's above the all-time high closing. Closing all-time high is 26,216. So Nifty would have closed higher than that. And then even intraday also, it might be very close to the intraday all-time high. But that opportunity was lost because of this ITC and the collateral damage to other FMCG stocks in the Nifty pack. So global cues, absolutely there is no global cues. Even the futures are not trading in the US, and they will start trading from tomorrow morning. And FIIs continue to sell. So as of yesterday, the Nifty, the FII selling is the record amount in the history of Indian stock market. And not very big. Last year, they have sold 3,06,000 crore compared to the previous year of 3,04,000 crore or something like that. So it's a marginal increase, but despite that, there is a record amount of selling. In fact, for the last 2 years put together, FIIs have sold for 6 lakh crore. So maybe I may come out with some separate video explaining the pros and cons and how this has happened and this and that. Towards the end of the year, usually, FIIs become inactive, but this time they are very, very active on the sell side. So the FII selling is still there, but the thing is, our market has been used to that kind of FII selling. And, despite that, our market has given a decent return last year. So in fact, Nifty return has beaten the FD return marginally in 2025. So where our market is likely to go, what factors going to influence this year and all that, maybe we can discuss in a separate video. For the time being, we will stick to the short term. Like for Nifty expiry, the next week expiry. So we have only 3 more days. And as I told you, Nifty is just struggling. The Nifty has to take out 26,300. Then only we can be more bullish. But as I told you already, now Nifty is likely to consolidate between 25,500 and 26,500. So that's why the volatility index is very, very low. Option premiums are very, very low. Expectations are very, very low. Auto index is the best performer today as the monthly sales data from especially from Maruti has been very, very good. And I think other companies are also declaring good numbers. So auto sector, since August 15, when the Prime Minister announced the reduction in GST, the auto sector has been doing well. And it's likely to continue to do well also. I think after the market GST collection data came, it's better than the last month. So the data has been very good. So let us see where the market opens tomorrow. And what is more important, amateurs open the market, professionals close the market. So opening the market is not important, closing the market. Number one, tomorrow, at least we have to see one day where the closing is higher than the opening. And second thing, closing about 26,216. So let us hope that it happens tomorrow. Then by next week, the FIIs will become more active. We do not know whether they'll be more active on sell side or buy side. So we may be watching for 1 week, 10 days for the trend direction set. And then after that, after 1 week, 10 days, as usual, these IT stocks will start coming out with results. And today, IT stocks turned around after continuously falling for 5-6 trading sessions. And today is the first time IT stocks have done very well. Even the Bank Nifty has done reasonably well despite both HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank falling. I think this rejig in HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank problem will continue for some more time. So overall, it's a positive closing, good beginning for 2026. But anyway, we will confirm in the next few trading sessions. In the month of January, I'm coming to Chennai and I will have a workshop in Chennai as well as in Mumbai. So those who are interested may contact our office. Check the description for details. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.